Germany is prosecuting online trolls. Here's how the country is fighting hate speech on the internet. Dozens of police teams across Germany raided homes before dawn. Why does this sound like a movie in a coordinated crackdown on a recent Tuesday? Oh, what are you in for? You know, touching kids. What are you in for? Oh, I posted a slightly racist meme online. Yeah, don't you remember we talked about this like a year ago about the UK? Okay, as prosecutors explain it, the German constitution protects free speech but not hate speech. Okay, but then you're inadvertently defining what isn't and is free speech. But okay. Here's where it gets tricky. German law prohibits speech that could incite hatred or is deemed insulting. Chad, if I tell you to go fuck yourself, does that mean I'm gonna get prosecuted in Germany if I live there? Yeah, because I'm saying it out loud verbally directly at you. Someone could sue me. That sounds super cringe. That sounds about right. German law prohibits speech that could incite hatred or is deemed insulting. Yeah, but who's defining it? Chad, this becomes such a huge problem. Who's gonna say what's insulting and what's not? What if I called you a wiener schnitzel? Is that insulting because I called you a wiener? Alana, free speech isn't really free. Yeah, but I can call you a stupid retard and I can't and I can't get prosecuted for that. Like, in Germany, if I say that to you, that's considered hate speech. That's not hate speech, that's being rude. Can you stop with the fucking semanticism? Stop. Listen to what I'm trying to say. Germany says right here, if it's deemed insulting, you can get arrested for it. We're not talking about America, I'm talking about this. Perpetrators are sometimes surprised to learn what they post online is illegal. What are the state's prosecutors tasked with policing Germany's robust hate speech laws? They don't think it was illegal, and they say, no, that's my free speech. And we say, no, you have free speech as well, but it also has its limits. So they're trying to define it. It's great. Love it. Awesome. Germany's laws around speech. In the US, most of what gets posted online, even if it's hate-filled, is protected by the First Amendment as free speech. But in Germany, authorities are prosecuting online trolls in an effort to protect discourse and democracy. Oh my fucking god, you can't even call your opponent a stupid bitch because it's profanity. Yeah, it's over. Germany, you're cooked. I'm sorry. It can be a crime to publicly insult someone in Germany, and the punishment can be worse if the insult is shared online because the content sticks around forever, Fink said. Chat. If I'm a German streamer and I call someone in chat an insult, does that mean that that chatter can record that, clip it, and send it to the police and I can get prosecuted if they want to? Yeah, you would have to report it, obviously, but it can. You could do it. You could definitely fuck someone over. That sounds so scary to me. I don't know. You shouldn't draw a line like that. You can't do that. Sadly, yes. If you only have free food, but I can be punished and have my food taken away, someone near me was offended by the sound of my chewing that the food isn't free, it's provided under contractual obligation. That was a run-on sentence and a half, and I didn't understand what you said, but okay, I agree. I'm not sure. It astounds me people don't see obvious segue from you can't say that about politician because it could radicalize someone to you can't criticize this politician at all because it's hate speech. That's what I'm saying. There was an instance of a woman politician being called a fat bitch in Germany, and the guy that said that online in a public forum was arrested. We talked about it. I think it was like a year ago. Yeah, she was fat. And he called her a fat bitch, and apparently that's illegal. You can't do that, and you can get prosecuted for it. Maybe she reported him, I don't know. Finken prosecutors explain that German law prohibits the spread of malicious gossip and violent threats and fake quotes. Reposting lies online can also be a crime. Oh my god, Twitter's gonna get terminated by... Twitter's gonna get terminated by, German law! There's so many people who just straight up lie. That's crazy. The reader can't distinguish whether you just invented this or just reposted it. It's the same for us. The punishment for breaking hate speech laws can include jail time for repeat offenders, but in most cases, a judge levies a stiff fine and sometimes keeps the offender's devices. Oh my god, the judge is gonna see so much corn on my phone. Oh my god, oh shit. Oh, my anime corn, oh god. Ah! Good lord, man. It's even worse as in Germany, there's a law against insulting politicians that interrupts their government work. It's actually got used for a person who was also raided at that day the footage is made. It was a police action where they had held on many notices and police coordinated over the whole German country to get stuff from the people. Yeah, that's what I said though. I said that someone got arrested for calling a politician a fat cow or a fat bitch or something. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that now, huh? It's kind of a punishment if you lose your smartphone. It's even worse than the fine you have to pay. The application of Germany's decades-old speech laws were strengthened after its darkest chapter. Then it was accelerated online after an assassination of a politician fueled by the internet sent shockwaves through the country. In 2015, a video of a local politician named Walter went viral after he defended then-Chancellor Angela Merkel's progressive immigration policy. People that were very right political worldview, they started hating him on the internet, they started insulting him, they started inciting people to kill him, and that went on for about 4 years. Absolutely, if you're inciting violence, I think you should be arrested, but calling someone a dumb fuck should not be a thing. Yeah, in any country, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to say, haha, let's go kill this guy. Yeah, nobody's protected under that, obviously. Lupke was fatally shot in the head 4 years after he made his speech. That's horrible. That was one of the cases where we saw that online hate can sometimes find a way into real life and then hurt people. Yeah, that's kind of what the consequences of real life. Yeah, it sucks. You can't prevent everything. You genuinely can't. You become like a police state. Yeah. Investigating and policing speech online. Okay. After a man with links to neo-Nazi was arrested in Lübke case, Germany ramped up the creation of its online hate task force. There are 16 units across the country investigating online hate speech. I just don't agree, chat. I think this is bad. I'm gonna try and articulate this very carefully because it's really easy to misunderstand what I'm saying. There's something called risk tolerance. And all it means is that you acknowledge that there's an inherent risk to whatever it may be. In this case, it's free speech. And that you understand that despite that risk, you must allow that thing to continue because the alternative is significantly worse. It's like trying to weigh your options. The problem with putting any kind of limitation on free speech, besides obvious shit like you can't yell in a fire in a theater or inside a riot, is that the limitation you put on it has to come from somewhere, and that interpretation can change over time. I think that's where you have to draw the line. Yeah, you still have consequences to face, obviously. Try telling that to our politicians. I can't do anything about that, chat. I live in America. I'm sorry about all the Germans that have to live there and deal with such things. That's what courts are for. Yeah. Courts also change over time. People's opinions change. Who's gonna decide what you should be allowed to say? The government? And what are they not gonna allow you to say? Hate speech? Who determines what hate speech is? The court? That's the government. What speech will be considered hateful in a year, or 5 years, or 10 years? What happens when criticizing or disagreeing with the person who makes that determination becomes hate speech, chat? What if you insult the court person, like the Supreme Court justice, and you tell them that they're a stupid bitch, and then they say you can't do that? It becomes a perpetual cycle is what I'm trying to say. Maybe, like, I'm too ingrained into American culture to the point that, like, I can't imagine living in a society that doesn't have free speech, but this kind of thing worries me about my Euro smugglers. What if one day things I say become determined as hate speech, and then the police knock on my Euro smuggler's door and say, Oi! Oi, you got a license to watch that VTuber? Yeah, you cannot watch the VTuber. You cannot. She's a stupid, fox. She's a stupid fox. Yeah, getting radicalized by VTubers. What if they start doing that for every VTuber? Like blanket, like all VTubers are bad. Because they can't police everyone. Like, think about it. Like, it can devolve into this. It absolutely can. I would never say never, because we're seeing things happen now that we would have laughed at 20 years ago. Like, let's be realistic. I think it's horrible. In case all licenses should pay in electrical wires, the accused had to pay a fine of 3,750 euros. It's not a parking ticket. To build their cases, investigators scour social media and use public and government data. Lowy says sometimes social media companies will provide information to prosecutors, but not always. Oh, wait. I thought everybody had to provide evidence no matter what. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I thought that was like the point of like a subpoena. I'm English and this stuff legitimately worries me. I generally hate this country. I live in the US if I could, but I really do need the free healthcare. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I hope you can keep your sanity. I know I always say like move somewhere else, but like I understand. I'm not that stupid to not understand that like it's hard to move and dump everything even if you are really miserable. It's not that easy. Yeah, exactly. I understand where people are coming from. Last year, the European Union implemented a new law requiring social media companies to stop the spread of harmful content online in Europe. Oh my god. What? Spread of harmful content? What's the harmful content? Some social media companies are not complying with the new law. A CEO of Hate Aid, a Berlin-based human rights organization that supports the victims of online violence. Oh my god. Chat, I've been sent like actual death threats sometimes, or like people saying you are a horrible person, you should die, or you should face the consequences of your words. I don't care. I would care, obviously, if someone came into my property. Yeah, obviously I would, but at the end of the day, it's just words online. And what is online violence? Yeah, what defines online violence? Is it like violent speech, or is it just the words of like, oh, you hurt my feelings? Like, good lord, man. The European Commission, the executive arm, is currently investigating Elon Musk's social media X has breached the EU digital content law 07. No more X. Who has been criticized for using X to promote Germany's far-right party ahead of national elections, accused the EU of censorship and hating democracy. Oh no. I just read ahead, dude. It was a 2021 case involving Andy, a local politician, that captured the country's attention. Groh complained about a tweet that called him a Pimmel. Isn't it like pee-pee? Like a pee-pee head? In German? A German word for male anatomy, yeah. Like Willy! Yeah, it was like pee-pee head. His complaint triggered a police raid! And accusations of excessive censorships by the government. Oh my god, they called him a dickhead? And he got this guy arrested? Like straight up. As prosecutors explained to 60 Minutes, in Germany it's okay to debate politics online, but it became a crime to call anyone a Pimmel, even a politician. Chat, you can't call me names anymore. I'm gonna prosecute you. You hear that? You call me a dumb bitch or a dickhead or a boo-boo head? It's over for you. Yep. Try. I'll do it. I'll take you to court. Comments like, you're a son of a bitch, excuse me for using... Okay. But these words have nothing to do with a political discussion or contribution to a discussion. Some worry that by policing the internet, Germany is backsliding into the Germany of 80 years ago when citizens' words were surveyed. Ballon says there's no surveillance and that free speech needs boundaries. But, I mean... Oh, you're drawing such a concrete line in the sand, too. You can't call someone an insulting word. It's not like... I don't know, man. Germany, you're cooked, man. You're cooked. Oh. Those boundaries are part of our constitution. Without boundaries, a very small group of people can rely on endless freedom to say anything they want while everyone else is scared and intimidated. By words on a screen, by the way. Words on a screen make us scared and intimidated. Chat, I am so scared right now. Please don't say naughty words on my chat. What happens when Reddit calling Aspen and you a racist is free speech, but you calling a commenter on Reddit is hate speech and you get a knock on your door? Yeah, it doesn't go both ways. Yeah. Calling a Reddit commenter a retard? Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, people have also defined different words as slurs or insults now. The other argument as well is also words and their meaning change over time. Maybe one day other words like VTuber can be construed as an insult. Please prove you have free speech and say you want to kill the president. You are such a dumb fuck. I'm not even gonna explain it to you. That is such a disingenuous fucking argument. You stupid dumb fuck. Don't ever type in my fucking chat again. You know what? You're getting banned for that. That was the dumbest shit I've read all day. Yeah. Holy fuck. I think that was a joke. No, he added me. It's bait. They were trying to get you to say it and get banned. It doesn't matter. In context, it doesn't matter. I know what I saw. Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. I was born yesterday. Anyway. About half of the internet users in Germany rarely participate in political debates online because they're afraid of being attacked online. Prosecutors argue that they are protecting democracy and discourse by introducing a touch of German order to the unruly internet. The internet extends far beyond Germany's boundaries, but prosecutors there still feel like they're making a difference in the battle against hate. The battle against hate. Oh lord. Oh god, man. Germany, I hope you become okay again one day. This is very sad to read. The option is to say we don't do anything. No, we're prosecutors. If we see a crime, we want to investigate it. It's a lot of work, and there are also borders. It's not an area without law, and this harms my reputation. Oh, in 2015, a meme posted on Facebook falsely implied that Renate Künast, a prominent German politician, had said that every German should learn Turkish. And this harms my reputation because people say, I think she's a bit crazy. Gosh, how can she say that? Yes, obviously, it's slander. Yes, in America, you can prosecute someone for slander as well. I think that's very different. And if she never said that, then okay. But I don't think you should get arrested for it. Yeah. The 60-minute interviews on YouTube could segue into React. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, this is just about that politician. Again, Asman also gets called and said that people say things that he didn't actually say. He could definitely like try and sue them for slander. Is it worth it? No, because it's dumb. Yeah, it harms his brand and reputation. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Policing the internet in Germany. Okay, there we go. I got it. Policing the internet, where insults are a crime. It is so over. I have no faith anymore. Kinda glad I live in America in some ways. I would hate to have to censor my speech when I talk and talk in on stream. I would lose my fucking mind. Yeah, this all boils down to bro, this all boils down to we forgot to make the calling for the death of someone illegal and something bad happened. So as a response, we're making all speech we don't like illegal. That includes memes and all these like pictures and stuff on the internet. No, you can't criticize us for it. That's also hate speech. You can't even say like, oh, I hate this shit, this is dumb. Yeah. Absolutely overcorrected to hell. We have gone so far.